After the election of MAGA cuckoo Mike Johnson to Speaker of the House yesterday, radical and repugnant, reactionary Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz appeared on Steve Bannon's program. Now, I'm not a fan of Matt Gaetz. I think on a personal level, he's despicable. I think on a legislative level, he's an extreme radical who rarely has seen a bad idea he doesn't like. However, the statement that Matt Gaetz made to Steve Bannon cannot be denied, which is when you see Speaker of the House go from Kevin McCarthy to Mike Johnson, that tells you that MAGA is very much in power. Here's Gaetz explaining it, and he's right.
It is going to be a great moment for the House. And you know what? At the very end, when some people didn't know if they could still even bring back McCarthy, a few of them just left the room and didn't vote. And the swamp is on the run. MAGA is ascendant. And if you don't think that moving from Kevin McCarthy to MAGA Mike Johnson shows the ascendance of this movement and where the power in the Republican Party truly lies, then you're not paying attention. But they are crying, they are hand-wringing and bedwetting over on K Street because we have an honorable, righteous man who is about to take this position. He's going to do great things for the country.
All right, so the deification of Mike Johnson aside, Matt Gaetz is correct, okay? We knew that MAGA was still in power among the electorate. What do I mean by that? Well, you look at the polling, Republican primary polling, and you see that with every indictment, Donald Trump actually gets more and more support, okay? And now if we look, Trump is at a record high. Trump is this purple line at the top of the screen. 59.1% of the entire Republican electorate supports Trump for the nominee right now. So we knew that MAGA was still in power among the voters. The question was, is MAGA still in enough control in the House of Representatives that they can get a MAGA nut job speaker? There were enough of them to join Democrats to get McCarthy out, but can they build consensus around someone to get them in? And I know that not every single Republican in the House who voted for Johnson yesterday did so because they actually think Johnson's the right choice. Many of them did it because they realized this is becoming a humiliation. We need a speaker. The risk of it ultimately going to Hakeem Jeffries or a Democrat is too great. Let's just vote for whoever they put forward. And they said, all right, we're going to vote for this MAGA guy, some liking it, some just sort of accepting it. But it is absolutely the case that Trump, who is not in office, is under 4 criminal indictments, multiple civil fraud trials, has been found to be a civilly liable rapist who was walking around showing classified documents to different people. I mean, the worst of the worst of the worst. A guy, by the way, who since he won in 2016, hurt Republicans in 2018, in 2020, and in 2022. A guy who arguably has not been good for the party. He, from the bully pulpit outside of his courtrooms where he's facing trials, is still controlling the Republican Party. That is the incredible revelation. And what this will do for Republicans in 2024, we don't know. If the trend continues, listen, Trumpism was not good for Republicans in 18, 20, and 22. If that trend continues, it won't be good in 2024. But you never know. Things can reverse. Anything can happen. So MAGA gets its way. Zoom out for the last month. They kick out a speaker that is not ultra MAGA, and they put in a speaker that is ultra MAGA. That is what we have seen over the last 3 weeks. What will they do now with the House of Representatives back up and running? I have a few guesses. It remains to be seen. We'll probably talk about it more tomorrow or Monday. We'll take a quick break. Make sure you're signed up on YouTube. We are super close to 2 million YouTube subscribers. Like that, it's happening. So make sure you're one of the 2 million, and we'll take a quick break and be right back. So I wrote another book for kids. The first book was Think Like a Detective. The point of the first book was to teach kids critical thinking, which Republicans don't want them to learn, because when kids learn critical thinking, they don't vote for Republicans. The new book is Think Like a Scientist. This is a fun adventure teaching kids the scientific method. Again, Republicans aren't big on kids learning the scientific method because when they do, they're less likely to fall for Republican lies about climate change and vaccines and so many other things. You can get the new book as well as the first one at davidpakman.com/book. This is part of the Adventures in Thinking series. Can you imagine that we're doing this? We are. davidpakman.com/book. 13,500 copies of the first book have sold. I'll bring you an update soon on sales for the second book. Think like a scientist. davidpakman.com/book.